Bienvenidos todos. This is what a typical lesson will look like. You'll get a copy of this document, and as you can see, it'll explain that this is Lesson A, or Level A, Unit 1, Lesson 1. And I've chosen to call these tertulias because that's like a chat. It's like a group of people getting together for discussion. This week I'm going to give you some extra websites that you could go to practice some of the content because it just makes it a little more fun. And then I explain what today's chat will be about. Today's tertulia, activities for your small groups. One thing I'll say is that remember, you don't have a lot of time in your small group. I mean, we'll all join as a large group, and then I'll put you into small groups where you'll do these activities. So don't get distracted. You don't have much time. But when time is up, you won't have to do anything. You just automatically will be redirected back to rejoin the class. So in this first one, you're going to take turns to introduce yourselves, and then you're going to spell your name using Spanish letters. For example, Buenos días. Me llamo Simon. S-I-M-O-N. ¿Cómo se llama usted? And then next, the person takes their turn. When everyone's said their name and spelled it, then you'll take turns to tell your group what you usually eat and drink for breakfast. For example, you might say, Yo como cereal y yo bebo jugo para el desayuno. ¿Y usted? And then someone else will take their turn. Maybe you eat toast. Substitute cereal for pan tostado. Maybe you drink milk. Substitute jugo for leche. And use those words. Maybe you don't eat breakfast. All you're going to say is, Yo no desayuno. It means I don't eat breakfast. Finally, if your group finishes early, tell each other the furthest you've traveled away from home. Maybe someone's been to a Latin-speaking country. You can ask them what their favorite food is from that country, because not all countries, believe it or not, that speak Spanish eat tacos. And then finally, I'll put in the document what your homework for next week is. You need to first of all finish up to the start of Lesson 2 core. So that means you'll do all the Lesson 1 and the review lessons, and you'll get up to the Lesson 2 core and stop. Then you'll make sure that you've got 2.5 hours of game time. If you're not sure how to check that, instead of logging on to do lessons in Rosetta Stone, right underneath it says My Progress, I believe. And you click on that link instead of lessons, and it'll show you how many hours of games you have. And then lastly, I'm just saying be ready, because your first live tutor meeting with me is coming up, where we'll have a little chat using the Spanish you've learned in the lessons. All right, muy bien, very good. Talk to you later. Adios.